Welcome to 302 Chef. I'm Chef Phil. Today I want to talk about one of my favorite subjects, barbecue, specifically ribs. Now, while most people cook them in a smoker or on the grill, I'm going to show you how you can make them at home in your own oven, fall off the bone and delicious. When you remove the ribs from the packaging that you get them in, you want to make sure to pat them dry. I just take a couple of paper towels, make sure all the excess moisture is off of them in the beginning. If you want to give your ribs a smoky flavor, you can rub 2 teaspoons of liquid smoke onto the meat after you pat it dry. Now you want to take a knife and you want to score the back side of the ribs at a diagonal. This actually helps cut through the membranes and the tendons on the back of it. I usually do a quick crisscross. And this will ensure when it's cooking that it helps pull all of that off. Then you just want to take some kosher salt and you want to rub that in on the back side and on the front. Now I'm using butcher paper for this. If you don't have butcher paper, you can use plastic wrap, wax paper. And you just want to give a nice light coating of kosher salt onto the ribs itself. And then you take your favorite rub. Now I know everybody has their favorites out there. I make my own. And you want to make sure that the ribs are well coated. And you want to do both sides of them. You want to make sure that this side is up when you're wrapping it. And then I take the ribs and I wrap them up. And you want to leave them wrapped and out on the counter for about 30 minutes before you put them in the pan to put them into the oven. While the ribs are resting, set your oven to 225 degrees. We're going to be cooking these low and slow. Now after your ribs have rested, you want to unwrap them and you want to lay them in a pan. You got to make sure it's deep enough, and these will actually go meat side down in the pan. Now, as you can see, the ribs are a little bigger than the pan I use. This is one that I've used for many, many racks of ribs over the years. So you can actually take the ribs and you can cut them right along one of the bone sections. Now it's okay, it won't impact the cooking on this. This way you can set it into the pan with the, make sure they all fit in correctly. Then you want to cover it with aluminum foil. And then you pop it in the oven for 4 hours. While the ribs are cooking, I figured I'd share a tidbit of information with you. A lot of the national restaurant chains that serve ribs cook them on their side, stacked 8 to 10 in a bin, with liquid smoke and water in the bottom underneath a grate. They steam them in essence, and then they save them and bag them and serve them the next day reheated. After 4 hours, you want to take them out of the oven and carefully flip them over. Then you coat them with your favorite barbecue sauce and put them back in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes. Interestingly, in southern Delaware, most of the places use Sweet Baby Ray's because that's the brand that Cisco carries. And there you have it, succulent barbecue baby back ribs. The same process also works for St. Louis style and for beef. I'm Chef Phil and this is 302 Chef. We hope you enjoyed our video, and if you did, please remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you again soon.